The tension in South Africa's political landscape has reached a boiling point. Julius Malema, the fiery leader of the economic freedom fighters, and Lord Mkhwanazi, a name now echoing with sharp accusations, have collided in a storm of words that has left citizens questioning the very soul of the movement. When Malema dismissed Mkhwanazi's explosive allegations as nothing more than a mess, the nation froze in disbelief. Was this the same leader who built his reputation on speaking truth to power, now brushing aside truth within his own ranks? To understand the weight of this moment, we must go back to the foundation of the EFF. This was a movement born out of defiance, built on the bones of broken promises, and fueled by the dream of true economic freedom. It called itself the voice of the voiceless, the hammer that would shatter chains of corruption and secrecy. And yet, the very ideals that brought millions into its fold are now being tested by a single comment, a dismissal that cut deeper than Malema may have intended. Lord Mkhwanazi's allegations were not whispered in the shadows. They were thrust boldly into the public space. They were claims meant to spark accountability, to shine a light where too many leaders prefer to keep the curtains drawn. Whether true or false, they carried the weight of responsibility, demanding answers from the very top. But instead of answers, the people were given a shrug, a smirk, and a word: mess. For ordinary South Africans, this word stung. For years, they have been told by the EFF that the ruling elite, the corrupt, and the oppressors could not be allowed to dodge accountability. Now, when the accusations landed closer to home, the response was dismissal. Did you expect this twist? Or did you believe that revolutionary leaders would hold themselves to the very same standard they demand from others? Mkhwanazi himself has stood firm, insisting that his concerns were raised in good faith. He did not speak for popularity, nor for personal gain. He spoke because silence, in his eyes, was betrayal. His voice carried the weight of a movement that promised openness and truth, and his accusations, whether proven or not, deserved the dignity of engagement, not ridicule. Malema's reaction, however, has split opinion across the country. To some, he remains untouchable, a political giant who should not be distracted by what they call internal noise. To others, his words are a dangerous signal that power, once attained, can make even the fiercest revolutionary deaf to the cries of his own people. The implications are massive. If the EFF, a party built on defiance against corruption, cannot face internal scrutiny, what does that say about its future in national governance? Can it still claim the moral high ground when its leaders laugh off the concerns of its members? In the townships, in rural areas, in bustling cities, ordinary South Africans are talking. Mothers who joined the EFF because they believed in its promise of justice. Young men who marched in red berets believing their leaders would never betray their cries. Workers who pin their hopes on Malema's fiery speeches. All now whisper the same question: has the movement strayed from its path? This is more than politics. It is about credibility. Once credibility is lost, it is nearly impossible to regain. And for the EFF, which has always thrived on the trust of the masses, this moment could prove to be a turning point. Will the people continue to believe, or will they begin to doubt? History is full of revolutions that collapsed not because of external enemies, but because of cracks from within. South Africa has seen it before. Leaders rise, movements swell, promises ignite the hearts of the people, and then, slowly, integrity fades. Could the EFF be walking down that same road? The responsibility now rests with Malema and his leadership. They can choose to mock and dismiss, or they can choose to stand firm, face the fire, and prove that they are not afraid of accountability. The people are watching, and they will not forget. Consider this. How would your community respond if a leader dismissed serious concerns as a mess? Would you still trust them? Or would you begin to wonder what truths they were hiding behind their laughter? This is the danger of underestimating the people. South Africans are not blind, nor are they easily fooled. They have endured decades of betrayal, and they know when they are being played. The EFF, once the champion of their frustrations, now risks becoming just another party in the long line of disappointments. Lord Mkhwanazi's challenge is simple: listen, respond, and act. To silence him is to silence every South African who dares to question authority. And when questioning authority becomes a crime within a revolutionary movement, the revolution itself is already lost. But hope is not gone. This controversy, painful as it is, could become a test of integrity. If Malema and the EFF embrace transparency, if they show humility, if they answer the allegations with facts and clarity, they could emerge stronger than ever before. The people may forgive, but only if they see honesty. The alternative, however, is dangerous. If dismissals continue, if arrogance grows, the trust of the people will wither. And once that trust dies, no speech, no rally, no red beret can ever bring it back. The world is watching. South Africa is listening. This is not just a political spat. It is a test of whether the EFF is truly what it claims to be. Are they the voice of the people, or have they become the echo of those they once opposed? The future of the EFF may well depend on the answer to this question. For now, all eyes remain fixed on Julius Malema and Lord Mkhwanazi, two names that will forever be tied to this defining moment. And so we ask you, the viewer, do you believe justice has really been served here? Or do you feel that the truth is still being buried beneath dismissive words? This is your chance to make your voice heard. The EFF was built on the voices of ordinary South Africans, and your opinion matters now more than ever. If you believe in holding leaders accountable, if you believe no voice should ever be silenced, then stand with us by engaging in this conversation. Like this video if you agree that accountability should never be dismissed. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective could spark the change South Africa needs. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories that dig beneath the surface and reveal the truths others try to hide. Because at the end of the day, the truth cannot be dismissed as a mess. It must be faced, it must be spoken, and it must be heard.